How has the transition from ESPN to Apple been for you? Like, did it seem almost inevitable at some point that you were gonna leave ESPN as they kept losing the rights to various soccer events?
It's a good question, Brandon. There was never a time in my mind in my 13 years there, 12 years there, that I ever thought I was going to leave. My first year there, I was blessed with so many of the greats taking me in, teaching me the craft, having me understand what it takes. The Bob Lees, the Mike Tiricos, the Alexi Lawlesses, all the Sports Center anchors. Scott Van Pelt and I just really became close, and all the non-soccer people of me banging on the door, telling them you need to cover soccer more. I'm not a soccer guy. I can talk other sports. Just doing that. I never thought I was going to leave, but then COVID hit and certain decisions were made. And then you're saying, well, wait a minute, what do I want to do? I will always make a decision about my professional life on something I want to do and that I'm passionate about. And ultimately, that's what it came down to. Major League Soccer has always been at the forefront of that conversation, along with U.S. soccer. And so when Apple announced that they were taking over Major League Soccer, that was the first time in my life where I said, hang on a minute, I want to listen to this. And Major League Soccer did a very good job of explaining to me what's going to happen over the 10 years, where they want to take it, the growth of it on backs of the World Cup and the Club World Cup and all the stuff away from Major League Soccer. It was kind of a no-brainer, but leaving ESPN was never really part of that conversation until Gary Stevenson from Major League Soccer called me and said, this is where we want to go. We'd like for you to be a part of it and hear me out. And I did.
Did you enjoy doing different things for ESPN, hosting SportsCenter, doing shows like Sports Nation, even First Take?
I did, Brandon. I did. One, I got out of my comfort zone. Two, Taylor Twellman doing those, Brandon, forced people to at least acknowledge the soccer guy was doing something other than soccer. And I had a real hair up my ass to prove people wrong on that. I don't think soccer guys in general have done a good enough job of being inclusive and opening that up. And I think soccer needs to improve on that. But I also think there are a lot of other people in the media world that haven't opened their minds to where soccer has grown over the last 10 years and how it's a huge part of our vernacular with sports coverage in our country. And so I wanted to do that. Now, Scott Van Pelt, Mike Tirico, all these guys, Bob Lee, all these guys initially, Kevin Nagandi, there wasn't any negativity towards soccer. They're like, no, absolutely. But you got to be able to hang with us. I got to learn their craft. I got to learn that. I got to be uncomfortable. It made me a better person on TV. It made me a better person. But I also got to meet new people. And I think in life, when you talk about relationships, you've got to get out of your comfort zone to meet new people. But Brandon, I was an all sports guy growing up. I played baseball, went to college on a baseball scholarship, played basketball, football, golf. I wanted to meet new people. So that's never changed ever since I went to ESPN. And I'm very grateful ESPN gave me the opportunity to try it out. And it's pretty cool to say that I hosted over, 100 or so Sports Center shows, to host Sports Nation, to do First Take, all those other shows. It was an absolute blast.
Did you ever get complaints from fans or the audience
Absolutely.
or anything like that? Because here's the soccer guy thinking he could talk about other sports.
Absolutely. That's exactly what Twitter and social media was for. So it was the best to read stuff. I would test it out. I'd look at Damian Woody, Dominic Foxworth, anyone, Tim Hasselbeck, and I'd say, I'm going to say the exact same thing you do, and I'm going to show you what social media says, and their genius is, and I'm not, because I'm the soccer guy. I kind of loved it.